From the lessons I have learned, I have gone back a better person, greatly boosted. The lessons I have learned from this are enormous. First of all, that many IGAD countries are already exporting or are in the process of exporting both live animals and meat, and are already having access to markets in Dubai, Saudi Arabia, just to mention a few. As for my country, Uganda, the potential is enormous, but has not been exploited. When I read in the last bulletin of Egypt, under private sector, public-private partnership, is putting up a slaughterhouse with a view of buying Ugandan meat, which is graded to be one of the best quality. I will make sure that I use this knowledge I have acquired to promote meat and live stock in the Iranian market, and to call upon private exporters under private sector to come out and even attend some of these food trade fairs and exhibitions that have been taking place in Iran. They have been importing most of their meat products and so on from Brazil, Argentina, and so on. Because of technological advancement and increased domestic production, they also had to curtail some of the imports from Brazil. We have to go to exchange information, sensitize both private sector from Iran, from Uganda, on what can be offered, the potential we have, what can be exported, and also what the market demands.
I would like to appreciate IGAD Group for preparing such very instrumental. From the workshop, I acquired a number of knowledges regarding the promotion of the trade. Here in the workshop, there are different organizers which have more experiences. They are working in the field, and they know each and everything regarding the export of livestock and meat. The discussion is fantastic and wonderful. Based upon now the presentation, there was a discussion, and there was a field visit as well as group discussion presentation. More exploit the the circumstances, and we put everything else for discussion and assessing different information like what have been the opportunities, the gaps, as well as what have been doing in the future. And this may be more instrumental and armed us to do searching market for our products. Most importantly, we have seen three pillars, especially on the promotion of the market, the exchanging of information, search, the diplomatic relation with different parts of the organization. See, when this come together, I think it is very vital and as well as comprehensive to search markets for our products. So at the end of the day, what I recommend is, I appreciate the IGAD should have to keep it up, to coordinate with the concerned government and non-government organizations as well as with the stakeholders. What one thing is given is, the exporters should have to look out of the boxes and search markets outsides and the market budgets, and as well as more coordinated with the trade councillors. And on the government side, the government has its own main role, and the IGAD should have to play its main role. The trade councillor plays its main role. If this, every stakeholders plays its major role, the comprehensive would be more and more important, and we can success our results. What I recommend at the end of the day, this training is very, very, very crucial. Not to stop one time. It should have to continue, and capacity is not built all of a sudden. It takes time, not only based on the promotion of livestock and animals. It needs different parts like coffee, different products which we export outside. If we do this with more help our country, our citizens, our region.
I would like to thank the IGAD member states and Secretariat, and I would like to thank the IGAD Regional Center. This workshop, it brings all the stakeholders, the trade councillors, the IGAD Regional Center, IGAD, and the exporters, and the COVs, and the government officials. We learned a lot about the promotional materials, about branding, about how to gather information, how to collect information to disseminate to the stakeholders. We came up with a very strong recommendation and with a very strong action plan to be implemented by all the stakeholders, whether they are exporters or they are COVs or CBOs or Trade Council. I suggest this training could continue not to be stopped at this point. And I would like to thank you very much, thank you very much, thank you very much.
I wish to thank the organizers of this workshop for this extremely useful workshop. We have really benefited by exchanging ideas and getting very important information on livestock promotion, quality, standards, and how we can enhance our markets. As trade councillors, we had very sketchy knowledge, and after this workshop, we can say that we have really most important information. From here, my action plan would be to liaise with the stakeholders in Kenya, especially the Department of Livestock, the Chambers of Commerce who are responsible for livestock importers, so that they can take advantage of this most important market in Egypt, where we have identified quite a huge market because there is quite a big population of about 90 million people, and meat is consumed mostly in religious festivals. So there is a big market for cattle, for meat, for camels, for goats, and we really expect to take advantage of this.